Good evening. San Jose City Council members vote on a resolution to support marriage equality for same-sex couples. How will Mayor Chuck Reed decide on this vote? Marriage equality activists are turned away and get arrested after staging a sit-in at San Francisco City Hall. Judy Rickard and her UK citizen spouse struggle to stay together. How have the last 2 years fared for them? And a performance from the San Francisco Lesbian Gay Freedom Band on this March 2013 edition of Outlook Video. And welcome to the March 2013 edition of Outlook Video, your nationally recognized award-winning news magazine for LGBT communities. I'm Tom Smith.
Hello everyone, I'm Raymond Donald Hong, and we're just weeks away from hearing oral arguments in the United States Supreme Court on the Proposition 8 case and a federal challenge to the Defense of Marriage Act. Support for the plaintiffs in the Prop 8 case is being broadened as the San Jose City Council is considering a resolution to file an amicus brief in support of the City and County of San Francisco in their upcoming submission to the Supreme Court challenging the constitutionality of Proposition 8's ban on same-sex marriage. Most of the council members are voting in favor of the resolution, but how will Mayor Chuck Reed decide, since he's known to be staunchly conservative? Outlook Video cameras will take you to San Jose City Hall as we begin our program.
The march towards gay marriage continues as same-sex couples across the country ask for marriage licenses on Valentine's Day to raise awareness and educate the public on the importance of securing marriage equality. In San Francisco, known as the Center for Liberal Activism in the country, couples engage in civil disobedience as they stage a sit-in after being turned away from the marriage license counter. Raymond and Ken Hodnett were there as deputy sheriffs arrested community activists. More details later in the half hour.
2 years ago, author Judy Rickard released her book, Torn Apart, United by Love, Divided by Law, that puts a human face on the lives of binational same-sex couples who go through insurmountable odds to stay together. We catch up with Judy to find out the latest on her and her UK spouse, Karen Boliolo.
John Philip Sousa shall forever be regarded as the March King. However, his body and scope of work extends well beyond the marches which made him so famous. In a rough accounting of Sousa's body of work, marches make up only the second numerous of his efforts. Outside of his marches, most of the Sousa catalog includes his humoresques, remain unpublished and largely unheard today. We have an excerpt of the San Francisco Lesbian Gay Freedom Band performing The Band Came Back, a concert featuring new arrangements of American music conducted by guest conductor Bradley Conlane. But first, we take you to San Jose City Hall.
Hi, I'm Ian Harding, and you're watching Outlook Video.
On February 12th, the San Jose City Council agreed to vote on signing an emeritus brief in support of San Francisco, who is a party to challenging the constitutionality of Proposition 8. Omar Torres, executive director at Santa Maria Urban Ministry in San Jose, organized the rally that was held in front of San Jose City Hall. The rally was to show support for Ashkara, Xavier Campos, Kenson Chu, and Don Roca, who authored the proposal, which needs 6 votes to pass.
Yeah, it's very important for there to be amicus or friend of the court briefs to the Supreme Court from all different sectors of society, from physicians to lawyers, to historians, to psychiatrists, psychologists, and to cities across this country. I think many people know that the city of San Francisco is very committed to equality for all its citizens, including its LGBT citizens. But it's great to see that we have also cities all across California, including San Jose, that also supports full equality.
I'm very happy to see so many of you here, and I'm very proud to be standing with Javier Campos, who alongside myself, we've been pushing for this for a while in different ways. Last year, both of us, as well as Councilmember Chu and Councilmember Rocha, and former Councilmember Nancy Pyle and former Vice Mayor Judy Chirco, we were all here calling on the City Council to adopt a resolution in support of marriage equality. Now, some on the council, in fact, a majority of them, unfortunately, felt that it wasn't appropriate for us to call on the mayor to sign on to marriage equality, to ask him to do it. Apparently their loyalty to the mayor and his bigoted position was more important than standing up for equality and standing up for the residents of the community. However, today I think you're going to see a change of tune. We're going to get the majority of the council to support this bill. Does it make a difference to you if the city of San Jose stands up for equality? Yes! That's how I feel, that's how Javier feels, and so we're going to keep pushing. I'm confident that we're going to get this done today. And let me tell you the relevance. There's many layers to why this is relevant. First of all, we are actually taking an action. We're not just saying we're in favor of marriage equality, we're actually taking action to sign on to an amicus brief that's going to be submitted in support of the city of San Francisco. This is not a formality. This is a legal document we're signing on to, so that someday when we look back and we look in the history books, we will know that the city of San Jose stood up and the city of San Jose registered its position before the United States Supreme Court in favor of marriage equality. It's critically important.
For the city council to say, okay, Chuck Reed, mayor, we're going to go around you and we're going to support our LGBT friends and neighbors of San Jose, to me, that's incredible. I've written to Chuck Reed. I've talked to his people. We need him on board as the Mayor's Freedom of Mary campaign. He's the only Bay Area mayor that hasn't signed. For his city council to defy him and do this, I think that's huge.
This meeting is to encourage the San Jose City Council to sign on to the brief, the emeritus brief. Why do you think it's important that San Jose join this?
Well, I think it's very important that since the city was asked, or to tell you the truth, even if they weren't asked, to make a statement to stand up for equality so that same-sex couples know that a major city in the United States, the 10th largest city in the United States, goes on record that Prop 8 is not how we want to be and that equal rights and equal marriage rights is the way to go.
We have 4 people that have signed on to support the signing of the brief. Do you think we'll get the additional 2 that we need right now, or does this seem like a long shot?
Well, last week we came preparing to ask the council to put this issue on the consent calendar for this meeting today. And happily, they did it with a unanimous vote to calendar it for today. So I'm going to take that as a positive step, that there is interest in having this put to a vote, and hopefully that there are at least half or more than half of the city council members in San Jose that will vote for it.
Marriage equality supporters were pushed to the proverbial back of the bus when City Council rearranged the meeting agenda item and delayed public discussion of the resolution to the end of the meeting, forcing supporters to wait 6 hours before they could be heard. The crowd thinned out, leaving a few frustrated speakers addressing the council.
And you would have heard us, but instead you put us on ice and you left us up there. Some people have been here since before noon. People right there in plaid shirts have been here all day long waiting to speak, and they're still here, so kudos to them. None for you, well, maybe till you vote, but kudos to them because they were here all day long and they're still here. And you deserve all this outrage, and you deserve all the licking, and if I find you, I'll lick you.
I've had several opportunities to vote on extending benefits and extending protection against discrimination to our LGBT community. I've supported those 2 or 3 times, I can't remember for sure. But on this issue, I think the people of California have the right to make the decision, yes or no, as they do in other states. The people have spoken with Proposition 8, so that is the law in California. And so I'm going to support the law whichever way the people want to go. So I'm not going to support this motion. On that motion, all in favor? Opposed? I count 1 opposed. Motion carries.